This is the celebrant.
A little girl was born. She was born in the Philippines. At an early age, Encarnacion had a love of the profession of nursing. She played with the neighborhood children, and guess what she played? Patient and nurse. Her desire for the nurse was even deepened when she went to church on Sundays and saw the student nurses in their white uniform on Sundays at church. She knew for a long time that she wanted to become a nurse, which in my talk with Ms. Cabarrubias a few days ago, just assured me that real nurses are born. Mrs. Cabarrubias' mother instilled in her at an early age the gift and to try hard for good education. Just as she was about to enter high school, the Japanese bombarded and occupied the Philippines. This did not tarnish Mrs. Cabarrubias' love for nursing. It made her even stronger as she witnessed the deaths and sickness around her because of the bombing. After the Japanese took over, the family built a stand next to where the GI compound was. And the family sold fruits, fried chicken, and liquor. My question to her, fried chicken in the Philippines? Well, Mr. Cabarrubias, I said, were there more blacks there than white GIs? She said, no, just even. So fried chicken in the Philippines have been there a long time. Inocentes keep a close tab on Encarnacion. And they invited her to this party that they had for the medical director of the clinic. And that was the beginning of a relationship that had lasted 40 plus years. relationship produced two daughters, Rachel and Henny, of which we know at work because Mrs. Cabrubias always speaks so well of them. After she passed the state board, Mrs. Cabrubias went to work as an industrial nurse, and then the Nestle company, promoting their baby products and milk and the health food that Nestle company at the time in the Philippines was promoting. While she traveled promoting the Nestle products, Kabi always was a good listener. She listened and she heard about the United States and how the hospitals were hiring foreign nurses. And she applied. She was accepted at Cook County in Chicago. She migrated with her family. In a sentence, wouldn't let her come alone. So she had to bring him and the two girls. They migrated to Chicago via California. So the piercing cold and the weather, if any of us know Chicago, sometimes get unbearable. So because of the weather, she came back to sunny California. She worked at the First County Hospital El Centro. After that, she worked at Harbor General. After Harbor, she transferred to Long Beach General. Her areas of work consisted of the neonatal, cardiac, the CVA unit, the rehabilitation unit, med-surg. She joined the staff at Martin Luther King Hospital in 1982, worked on the 11 to 7 shift in the intensive care unit. 1998, she joined the staff at Augustus Hawkins Mental Health Center. We have been proud to work with her. It was indeed my pleasure, Mrs. Cabrubias, to work with you. You have always been approachable, easy to talk to. You always had a good sense of humor. In my talking with Mrs. Cabrubias, I asked her, well, what words of wisdom as a mature nurse, I'm not going to use the word senior citizen, but as a mature nurse, what word of wisdom would she leave for us this evening? Her answer was to work smartly. I asked her how. She says, prioritize, do the best you can for the 8 hours that you are there, be flexible, maintain your sense of humor. So I'm passing that on to you this evening from Mrs. Cabrubias. I asked her, if you should do this all again, would you become a nurse? She emphatically stated, yes, I would. Again, that reinforced my belief that good nurses are born. So, again, Ms. Cabrubias, we wish you well. We wish you good health. And as we continue on, we have a plaque for you and Mrs. Lornetta Wimbley. So can you come up, Ms. Cabby, so she may hand this to you.
This is quite a pleasure for me to present this plaque to you. I was thinking today what retirement means. I came up with 6 letters. I couldn't think of anything for MENT. The R means relaxation, The E is enjoyment. T is for time to relax and enjoy. I is to inspire yourself and to inspire those around you. R means not to remember the former things such as the nursing process, the patient care plan or the nursing care plan is the term for today. Admissions, discharges, your monthly reports, and that famous code 9. So try not to remember all of these things. And lastly, the E stands for your exercise. That means to relax your mind and to use your thought, to keep your mind on good thoughts. So you see, retirement is only the beginning of a great new career for you. For you paid your dues to the nursing profession. We would certainly miss having Kevin Rubers at Augustus F. Hawkins. She came to our center with a bang, and she's also leaving with a bang. We appreciate your contribution to the nursing department and especially to the Augustus F. Hawkins Mental Health Center. So on behalf of the nursing staff, could you please stand, all the staff of Augustus F. Hawkins Mental Health Center? Give you a small token of our love and our admiration for you. For you are such a short lady in stature, but you have such a sweet and precious heart, and if you start crying, I'll cry. Okay. The plaque simply reads, in appreciation to Incarnation Cabarrugers, in recognition for outstanding services to the nursing profession, especially the Augustus F. Hawkins Mental Health Center. Thank you. This is presented this 15th day of January, 1995. We love you and we will miss you, but we wish God's blessings upon you, your husband, your children, your grandchildren, your son-in-laws, and all your families and your friends. We thank you for your service.
Thank you, Ms. Wembley. Thank you to all of you for giving me this surprise big party in my whole life. I never expected that this is going to happen to me tonight. Everybody I had met in the hospital and everywhere never told me anything about this big affair. I'm sure, but it was my tears of joy, although I blame all of you for not telling me. And I thank you, all of you, because I thought I have been a bad person, but after all, you are all here to love me and pray for me in time of my devastating illness. Everybody prayed for me and called me at home and talked to me, and Mrs. Wembley would talk to me and say relaxing words to me, and I had remembered that everybody were sending me their prayers, telling me they're praying for me, and I thank you within my heart for this big affair in my whole life that I had never expected. Thank you again, all my sisters and brothers in the profession, and my co-workers around, my family, and everybody here that is witnessing this affair for my sake. I thank you, all of you, and to all my children and grandchildren in here, all of you, Lilanisa, Justin's children, they're all my grandchildren, and you're all my children because I am probably the oldest among the group in Augustus October. So I thank you all, and please forgive me for bitching, for not telling me all about this affair. But anyway, thank you again, all my brothers and sisters. That's all. Thank you.
And that's not all, Cabby. We have a gift for you. Mrs. Sykes, could you please bring the gift and present it to Mrs. Cabrujas for us? Mrs. Word, can you help Ms. Sykes with that?
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to take a part in presenting this gift to Ms. Cabrujas on behalf of all of her friends and the nursing department. I would just like to say a few words about Ms. Cabrujas. We go way back. We worked at Long Beach General together, and I think she was following me. When I looked around, she was at King. And every time I would go over to Martin Luther King after I went to Augusta Apartments, she would come and say, "Hey, Miss Sykes, I want to come over there and work with you." She kept on bugging me until I decided that I better get this little lady over there. And she is a dear friend. And we think of Miss Cabrujas, I always tease her because she's our little gang banger. You know, you get this little lady upset, you have something on your hand, I'm telling you. So, this is a pleasure, Ms. Cabrujas, from all of your friends in the nursing department, and I hope it's something that you'll enjoy and be happy about.
Thank you, Mrs. Sykes and Ms. Ward, to all my friends and sisters and brothers here and my grandchildren, my family. I love you all and thank you for this gift that you have showered me tonight. Thank you very much, with all my heart.
That's not all, Cabby. And no, you are not an ugly person. We love you. They've been telling you that time and time again. Instead of singing happy birthday, we're going to sing happy retirement. So will everybody stand? Happy retirement to you. Happy retirement to you. Happy retirement to Cabby. Happy retirement to you.
Write that down.
Why don't you tell us what you have? Are you finished? Okay, this is a check that was made out to Ms. Cabrujas for $500.
And thank you again for this $500. I surely will keep this until I die. Thank you again, please. Mrs. Sykes and Ms. Gloria Ward, thanks for the check and from all of you who contributed to this $500. I thank you very much. My family will surely enjoy this. My grandchildren is there. Gary and Ashley. Thank you very much with all my heart. Please continue praying for me. And thank you again. Thank you, Miss Lombardi and Miss Liberty, Pascual, and the crew for organizing this big event for me. I thank you very much. Liberty, Pascual, you did not tell me all about this. I have been seeing you all the time on the hallway and never mentioned about this big affair for me my whole life. I thank you again for sharing this night for me. Thank you again. Bye-bye. Again, I thank you, Ms. Lombardi, for reading my history, which I didn't know. I thought I was just talking to her the other day, last Friday afternoon. She called me upstairs and I thought it would be something that I had missed to sign or whatever. But then she continued talking to me casually and never thought that she was noting down a history of myself. And thank you, Ms. Lombardi, for that time that you have given me, talking to me about my hard life and hard knocks to take up, finish nursing. So, I pass on to you that if you want to be something, it's not impossible. You can always do it. I thank you again.
I don't think we will live this down, you know. Cabby has an elephant memory. She will not forget that we didn't tell her. So, now at this time, we'll have Mr. and Mrs. Cabubias do the first dance for us.
you see me in misery, come on, baby, see my name on mine. Baby, what I'm saying, baby, what I'm saying, baby, what I'm saying. Tell your mom, tell your pa, I'm gonna take you back to Arkansas. Don't do right, baby, don't do right, baby, don't do right. Oh, one more time, baby, 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 one more time. Oh, it's alright, baby, it's alright right now, baby, it's alright, baby, it's alright, baby, it's alright, baby, it's alright. I'm gonna move, baby, way on the outskirts of town. I'm gonna move, baby, way on the outskirts of town. Well, now I don't want nobody always hanging around. I'm gonna buy me a printer there. I don't want no icebox. I'm gonna buy me a printer there. I don't want nobody always hanging around here. That's why I'm gonna move way back in town. Well, now I don't want nobody. Hey, 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 always hanging around. It may seem funny, honey, funny as can be. If we have 12 children, I want them to all look like me. Oh, I want
Slowly, slowly, close now and in good luck. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Ohoko. You know, Justin, as he's well known among us at work, has been also inspiring for those coming after you. He's approachable, he's willing, he's flexible. And I would like to say to you, Justin, keep it up. And with your sense of humor, you'll be okay. As I said, some of the other nurses that would like to be here are not here. But as I look in the audience and I've seen the two retired nurses, Mrs. Gilbertson and Mrs. Tulay, who have retired not too long ago, boy, if retirement make you look so good, I better hurry up. Kathy, look at them. Don't be frightened. It's going to be okay. The other nurse we're going to call on right now is another PM shift nurse who had the evening off. And would like to say a few words, Mrs. Sabapius.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, Mrs. Longobardi says it's short. It's really going to be brief. But I have to tell everybody, but everything is coming as a surprise tonight. I didn't know I was going to be called upon. Well, Ms. Cabarrubias, from the short stay that I have been in Augustus Hawkins, I'm really glad, happy, and fortunate having you around the PM shift. You were one of my inspirations, and for every little thing I needed to, I turned to you to make my beginning in Augustus Hawkins easy. Thank you for your presence in the first 4 years that I am in Augustus Hawkins. I will be brief, I said, so thank you and good luck, madam.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Connor. You know, these nurses can sure make a lot of noise, but when you ask them to say something in front of an audience, they all get shy. But we know of one that's not very shy, and that's Miss Verna Moore. Would you come up, please? Maybe that's why she told me she wanted to. That's just like her. Okay, Kim, this another young nurse. It's your turn. Miss Kimberly Hayes, she works in relations.
Good evening. Good evening to all. On behalf of myself, I would like to give a special goodbye to Kathy. And it's been fun and never a dull moment. Love you, Kathy. Bye-bye.
There's going to be more. But right now, we would ask Miss Riri Cruz to perform this solo, please.
Solo sila na. Ikaw Bihayag yan.
I will try to make this real short. First of all, we really appreciate you coming down today and spending your Sunday night to celebrate with my mom's retirement. It's really nice to see. She's got some wonderful friends that love her. We thought we were the only ones that loved her, but apparently not. So that shows a lot for her and for her character. And what I'd like to do is let my sister say something real quick and then I'll follow up.
Mom, what else can I say that everyone hasn't already said? We love you, you've always been our inspiration, and thanks for always being our motivator and being there for us, and you finally retired. Good for you, Mom, and it only gets better from here, and we love you, and Marshall wishes he could be here, but Cynthia said he couldn't come. So there.
Mrs. Cavarilis is my mother-in-law. I had the opportunity to fall in love with her daughter here, and while we were dating about 7 or 8 years ago, if the gentleman can relate here, the best way to a woman's heart is get next to their mother. And if you can make friends with their mother, everything else seems to go all right. I'm a police officer, have been for the last 11 years. I've been in a couple of these retirements, at least for a fellow police officer. You're supposed to say something inspirational about the person. And usually they tell a little story, so if you just bear with me here, I'll tell you a story. About 7 or 8 years ago, I was working southeast down in Watts. I found out Mrs. Cavarilis was working at the hospital, so I thought I'd go in and impress her and walk in uniform and say a few words and make her feel good. To my surprise, she sort of held me captive downstairs in Augusta Hawkins and called every one of her employees and friends and begged them to come down to meet me. She even stopped some of the patients, if you say, and introduced me, which I thought was quite amusing. And then she looked at me and said, what are you doing working at 10 o'clock at night? You shouldn't be working nights. You know, it's dangerous out there, and you should be home. Don't work nights. And I told her, well, not only am I working nights, I'm working overtime. And she said, well, you can't work overtime either. I sat there and looked at her, and I said, well, this is pretty sound advice, but you're doing the same thing. And she goes, oh, no, that's what I'm supposed to do. So ever since then, I think if you take Mrs. Cavarilis' career and actually add up all the hours, she has a career and a half. And probably the only people that really know how to spell her name is the people in the county on her overtime checks. And overtime, you know, I asked her why she works so much overtime, and she said, well, she has 3 grandchildren, and every time she works at overtime, she puts money in the bank for them. It's sort of like their retirement account. Well, my son's only 3 years old, and he's richer than I am. Well, I'm glad that she's retiring. We pushed for this. Her family's pushed for this. And you may be losing a fellow employee, but we're gaining a grandmother and a mother-in-law, and I look forward to spending a lot of time with her at home. Thank you for coming.
She's been an inspiration not only to her fellow workers that love her, but also to her family. And I know if there's ever a mother, the word of a mother, source of strength, you know, women nowadays, it's wonderful to see mothers being role models, working mothers being role models to their daughters. I know I am one, and I'm hoping that my daughter will grow up to be just like me and my mom, hopefully independent, self-reliant. And I know I learned all that from her because she used to work a long time. And she got a lot of flack for it, for working all the time. But she taught us to be independent and to be strong, and we just love her, and we're so glad she's not. If you could ever have a nicer mom, she did. I'm sorry, but
you know, mother guilt. If you're a working mom, you feel bad for leaving your kids and not spending enough time. Don't worry about it because they turn out okay. I mean, my mom is a perfect example and she's my role model. So thank you for coming.
ICU at Augusta at Kingsley Medical Center. I was over there slaving, crazy, heart palpitations and all that exciting stuff. And she told me to come over to Augusta's office. I gave it some thought because I was a little nervous about it, but I said, what the heck? I've worked hard already, so it couldn't be much worse. And I found it was really pretty interesting and exciting and different. And I want to say to Mrs. Cabby, this is a great person, and that you affectionately know and love her and call her Cabby. And I have a few words that I want to say to Cabby. I'd like to say congratulations on your retirement. And Cabby, you've taken time to work. It is the price of success. You have taken time to think. It is the source of power. Now it is time to play. It is the secret of perpetual youth. Take time to be friendly. It is the road to happiness. Take time to laugh, for laughter is the music of souls, and you are not retiring from life itself, only from the job. Now the real work begins. Enjoying life, real life itself. Thank you.
To come and sing a solo for us.
Pilih pakai orang mana?
Gimana tahu? Ilang may mabibilang, ilang na
While Monique is doing that, I'd also like to mention that Miss Sue Fuller, who doesn't work with us anymore, wish you well, Kathy. She is also a shy one. Could you believe it? Mrs. Vicky Burris.
Cabby, I just would like to say that I wish you the best in whatever you do and wherever you go. And I am so happy that I learned how to say your name after 2 months of working with you. Someone finally told me, just call her Cabby. I said, ooh, I'm glad. Now I can talk to her because I didn't know what to say to you because I couldn't pronounce your name. But I'm really glad that I met you in Augustus Hawkins. And I guess I mostly remember you from when the nurses had the strike. And you chased me around that Hawkins building with that whistle. Again, Cabby, I love you, and I want to wish you the best.
Thank you, Mrs. Burris. Mrs. Lumakan, she works a PM shift presently and is here with us this evening for a few, and is going to say a few words to Ms. Cabby Burris. Mrs. Lumakan, please. Mrs. Lumakan is another quiet, flexible, approachable nurse. You want to hear from her when she needs to know who's working with me.
Madam Cabby, I don't know what to say, but if there are two things I like in you, it's your perseverance and your sense of humor. On your retirement, I will not forget you, not because you are my husband's aunt's classmate in nursing school, but because you're a good friend. Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. The Cruz family is singing for us this evening. And at this time, I'd like to call on Mr. Stan Cruz, please.
For retirement. Sometimes once in a while you have this feeling of nostalgia. It's more like a nostalgic feeling whenever you have somebody else to go for retirement. And here's a song for you, Mrs. Cuddy and your family.
Dr. Polisuk, have a few words for you, Ms. Caballerias. Dr. Polisuk, please. Mrs.
goodbye, but you will always be still in our hearts. You are not only loved by the nurses in Augustus O. Hawkins Hospital, but also by the doctors there. I remember when I was a resident, you are one of the favorite nurses of the residents. You always make it simpler and easier for the residents, whatever call you want to give us. And you always give us some good advices. And I remember you always tell us to be strong, persistent, and keep going, whatever is the hardship. And I still keep that in my mind up to the present time. And when we are called in the PES and the triads, sometimes the cafeteria is already closed and we miss our meal. We cannot forget that we always run toward E to share Manang Kavi's dinner. And the residents cannot forget that. So we love you not only from the nurses, but also from the part of the doctors and attendants.
But I wonder whether you were supposed to be here. And don't blame Liberty alone for keeping this a secret. Leilani had a great deal to do with this. She had tickets, the car, and she was calling back and forth with the tickets and so on and so forth. So she had something to do with this. Leilani will now render a solo for us this evening. Leilani, please.
For being a very good mother and a peer and a co-worker. She's really a very good example, and I'm glad that she's here today listening to all the comments that our friends are saying to her. I'm going to dedicate this song to you and to everybody. I'm glad that everybody was able to attend, just not to mention a few, but I'm so happy to see all faces that attended this party tonight.
Pa, sige maandar.
Ha?
Sige maandar.
Hindi mandar.
Sige mo kan.
From the PMship would like to do so. Ms. Buckner, please.
Good evening, everybody. This is a party, isn't it? This is not a retirement, this is a party. It was a pleasure, Ms. Rubens, to be working with you. You were a great teacher to me, and that's the most positive thing I can remember about you. You're always trying to teach me to always be better, and I appreciated that very much. So you're not retired, you're just taking a long vacation for a while. So I thank you very much, and again, it was a pleasure working with you. Thank you.
Of our program for today, I would ask Ms. Liberty Pasquale, who had a lot to do with this affair, orchestrating the whole event, to come, no, not to sing, but for your closing remarks, please.
Thank you, guys. I thought I was the last person to talk, but I'm not the last because we still have up to 11 o'clock to dance. Okay? Get ready with your heels and your whatever you have in there. Remove your shoes so we can have the whole night dancing here. But anyway, Kabi, as everybody calls you, Kabi, I got to say Kabi too, Manang. And I know the rest already knows how to say Manang, right? You call her Manang. And here's Gloria, who's trying to be adopted Filipino, Sige Sige. You know what, Sige Sige, come on, come on. But anyway, Kabi, when Kabi came to Augustus F. Hawkins, I was already assigned to night shift. Unfortunately, she was also assigned to night shift. And when, that time, Miss Sykes was not yet the director, Mr. Day, was that right? Mr. Day, they keep pushing me and putting me pins to go around and check to you guys, okay? So there comes to the time that me and Kabi were having friction already. Kabi, I said, if you have to do something, remove the evidence, right? Liberty did not say anything, did not see, and did not say anything, right? No. Just remove the evidence. Mrs. Sykes is very listening. But anyway, I said, if you have to do it, we'll cover it, right, Kabi? But anyway, Kabi has to get off on night shift because I was on her back. That's true. And the other thing I initiated this party for Kabi. I asked permission from Mrs. Blaine, but you know how Mrs. Blaine is. She said, go ahead and knock for that. And I said, well, I know a lot of Kabi's friends that I can make a whole room full. And I'm sure with the help of Loreto, who did all the driving and got stuck, the same as myself, got stuck from collecting the tickets. And then, who's this? Makati, who I just first met here. She has been hearing my name, but Manang Letty helped us too. I tried to get your closest friends like Bontoyan and the rest. They did, but they could not make it, but they did something.
Okay, and one lady who was moving around on the day shift, because I was telling them that I don't want anyone to come to me and say, Liberty, why did you do this? You did not even tell anyone. And in spite of me telling everyone to spread the news, but not to Kavi, we still need somebody and was so mad. But I cannot control that because I was supposed to shut my mouth from the nursing office. Only these people will work for me. Okay? That's the mafia. Mafia style. Let the people work away from you. Okay? You be the generator here and let them go for you. But anyway, Leilani was the one who was going around, and I'm glad the people from BTM was given the notice and they're here. Thank you for coming. The night shift, who are off and tried to be here just because I asked them to be here. And Leilani, who sold the tickets and told them, you better buy. You are not going to say no to me, you buy right now. So she got the money right there collected. But anyway, Kavi, I'm glad I organized this. Although my is sorting already. Okay? But I'm happy I was able to make everyone happy and enjoy the night. Okay? Thank you.
To a full-time mother, wife, grandmother, friend. You may always call on us, Ms. Cabubes. You know that. For whatever you may need, want, in any way we can help you, you may call us. We're there for you. And we wish you well as you make this transition. It's not going to be easy the first couple of weeks. I understand from your former retirees, but it'll get better. And you'll be okay. We wish you guys speed, God's richest blessing. So, on with the party all. Music, please.